Welcome back to Hardball. Is the economic meltdown we're watching on Wall Street helping Barack Obama bounce back in the polls? Well, something's doing it for him. Today's Diageo Hotline tracking poll has Obama-Biden up by 3. It was just 1 point lead on Monday. Gallup's tracking poll has Obama now up by 2 points. McCain was up 2 points on Monday. The Ipsos McClatchy poll has it tied at 45 each. McCain led by a point a week ago, and the pollster.com combination of all the averages nationally has Obama now up by a point. Roger Simon's a political columnist for Politico, and Dominic Carter's the senior political reporter for New York One. First of all, gentlemen, these polls are always lag a couple days. But is it really possible that what happened here is just on the Palin front, that her sort of new car finish or scent, you know, the new car feel, that maybe that's just worn off, that there's only so much. This country has a hard time keeping its attention on anything new.
I think that's true. I also think, you know, she was a shot of adrenaline to the ticket, which the ticket needed, but now...
A shot?
Well,
and that's it.
Well, I think we're seeing an erosion of that. And I think also, you know, John McCain may be sitting around now saying, what if I had picked Mitt Romney? Would that, in the long run, have been better during a
talking about buyer's remorse, maybe. I don't think he has buyer's remorse yet, but should Hillary be on the other ticket? Dominic, what do you think? Do you think that it's just we can only focus on the new kid on the block, the new person on the block, a couple of days, and everything loses its sheen or whatever?
Well, first of all, Chris, nice to see you. I think the bottom line here is that the Democrats still have not found an answer. So I disagree a little bit with the assessment. I still don't think the Democrats have found an answer as of yet to Sarah Palin. But as far as the economy, I think it's definitely a situation where Senator Obama is seeing a bounce. Anytime they can portray McCain as out of touch, that's a good thing for the Democrats.
I think when he referred to the economy as being fundamentally strong, I think he stepped into cement. You know that ad we show all the time in here with the guy who steps into cement and it gets hard around? Let's take a look. Here's Carville, who is, no matter what anybody thinks, one of the smartest people in this punditry business. He said on Tuesday, that's yesterday, quote, I think that the September the 15th will be the day that John McCain's chances for the presidency pretty much evaporated. Barring some big gaffe by Obama, this race is essentially over. This is like the 16th time he's defended this economy as being fundamentally strong. This is what he believes, just to cut to the chase here, that the minute John McCain said the economy is fundamentally strong, he identified himself with the way things are going in this country, and people don't like the way things are going.
Exactly. And the essential question is for Obama to ask, are Republicans good stewards of the economy? They say they are.
Trust them with your money.
Exactly. They say they are, but look at the economy. And as you pointed out, you know, a president is limited in his role to make immediate short-term effects or improvements in the stock market. What a president could do is restore public confidence. And this is where the Bush administration and the Republicans are letting people down. It's what FDR did during the Depression. Actually, all that his first 100 days legislation had less effect at ending the Depression than the restoration of public confidence. And you don't see the chief executive of our government coming forward and restoring confidence.
Dominic, this crowd around McCain, I mean, if it's a statement as to his ability to select top-rate people, is amazing. You got Phil Graham, who said we're a bunch of whiners. He's blaming the bad news of the economy on the people, the voters. That's smart. You've got McCain's, you got Fiorino, who may have an ego situation or whatever, because she said that her candidate, McCain, couldn't do the job she once did, which is run Hewlett-Packard to a point. And then you've got this other guy coming out saying that we're going to have it later in the sideshow, which is where it belongs. His top economic advisor is now saying that he invented the BlackBerry. And then another person had to say, well, he was telling a joke, which he wasn't. He's got a strange crew. It reminds me of the original Mets back in the original days and over in Queens. What do you make of this?
Well, they've had a bad couple of days, the McCain side, no doubt about that. The bottom line here, Chris, whenever the economy is discussed as opposed to Palin or lipstick on a pig, it's a good day for Obama. But here's my point. Don't think this race is over. Anything can happen. It is still so very close.
You don't have to sell me on that, Dominic. I think this is the most unpredictable election of our life. Take a look out. Here's Senator Obama today.
John McCain actually said that if he's president, he'll take on, and I quote, the old boys network in Washington. I'm not making this up. This is somebody who's been in Congress for 26 years. Who put 7 of the most powerful Washington lobbyists in charge of his campaign. and now he tells us that he's the one who's going to take on the Old Boys Network. The Old Boys Network. In the McCain campaign, that's called a staff meeting.
Well, those kind of snappers work for this guy?
Yeah. I mean, this is a reformulation and a more human face, or
shorter
face of the change argument. He's saying, look, John McCain says he's changed. He's not changed. He's the Old Boys Network. I mean, it is a funnier, more human, different way of saying I'm the true change.
Can he do the Borscht Belt now? Can he do these snapper jokes? He used to be more of a Danny Thomas joke teller, longer, more elegiac. Did he tell these quickies, and this is going to work for him, this sort of knocking the other side with a quip? The Old Boys Network is a staff meeting. These are the guys who have been together forever.
Well, it's definitely a good punchline. These guys are battling each other now over change, where the McCain folks are trying to co-opt Obama's message. Again, I continue to look at the polls, and we'll just see how this thing plays out. But it is very, very close, Chris. And the more that the topic is on the economy, the better it is for Obama.
Because generally the voters vote yes or no. They either like the way things are going and keep the party in power that's in, or they don't like the way things are going and they vote that party out, the other guy's in, give them a shot. I always say the voter's like a baseball manager sitting in the dugout. He's watching that pitcher out there, and if he can't get the other side out, he doesn't look at the bullpen and say, how's he throwing in the bullpen? He goes to the bullpen. And the voters tend to be like that. The Republicans keep saying, look at the guy in the bullpen. He's not as good as the guy on the mound. Wait a minute. That's not how people think. They go, get that guy out of there. He can't pitch. Let's take a look at McCain, however, making a pitch in Michigan today.
I'm here to send a message to Washington and to Wall Street. We're not going to leave the workers here in Michigan hung out to dry while we give billions in taxpayers' dollars to Wall Street. We're going to take care of the workers. The workers, they're the ones that deserve our help. Industry back on its feet. It's time for a new generation of cars and for loans to build the facilities that'll make them.
Well, everybody knows I like John McCain personally, but there he is going out to Michigan, reading a script, saying you got to tell why. You just came from Washington. I mean, what is this game of this charade that's going on here, Roger, of claiming they're not Republicans, claiming they never heard of George Bush? These are the guys that brought us George Bush, campaign like hell for him. People like Cantor we just had on. They're all the guys singing the guy's praises till yesterday. The thing hits the handbasket. They go, oh, who was president? I said, where's the President of the United States? They don't even defend him anymore.
Again,
they left their uniforms back in the field somewhere.
This is what is letting Obama back in the game, getting back to his original message, which is that John McCain will be, Obama says, the third term of George Bush.
You know, we call this the fundamentals of politics.
The better he does.
We're getting back, Dominic, to the fundamentals of politics. If you blow it, they yank you. You get a turn if the other guy blows it. Thank you, Dominic Carter. It's great to have you back on the show. Roger, thank you. Up next, you probably remember the flap over Al Gore creating, I think that was his word, the Internet. Wait till you hear what a senior McCain aide said about John McCain creating something else. Very interesting stuff. It's part of that kind of craziness, the gang that can't shoot straight around him. You're watching Hardball, only on MSNBC.